name is Emma. I grew up in a busy city where people were always rushing, always running after success, money, and goals. I thought that was normal. I thought that if I worked hard, stayed busy, and kept everyone happy, then I would also be happy. But life taught me something very different. I was 24 when I realized that my health was breaking down. I was working at a small company as an assistant. Every day, I woke up early, took the train, and sat at my desk for hours. I was always answering emails, making reports, and trying to prove that I was a good employee. My boss often said, "Emma, I need this fast." I always smiled and said yes, but inside, I was tired. At night, I came home late. I had no energy to cook, so I ate fast food. I did not sleep well. I scrolled through social media until midnight, comparing myself with others. Everyone looked so perfect online, but I felt small and useless. Slowly, anxiety started living inside me like an unwanted guest. One morning, I woke up and my chest felt heavy. My hands were shaking. I thought something was wrong with my heart. I went to a doctor, and after many tests, the doctor looked at me kindly and said, "Emma, your body is fine, but your mind is very tired. You have anxiety and stress. You need self-care." I had heard the word self-care before, but I thought it was only about taking bubble baths or going to the spa. The doctor explained, self-care means taking responsibility for your mental health, your sleep, your food, and your peace. You cannot give your best to others if you are empty inside. That sentence changed my life. I decided to start small. The first step I took was to set boundaries. At work, when my boss gave me extra tasks late at night, I politely said, "I will do this tomorrow morning." At first, it was hard. I was afraid they would fire me, but nothing bad happened. In fact, my boss respected me more. The second step was sleep. I turned off my phone 1 hour before bed. I bought a simple alarm clock and left my phone in another room. The first night felt strange. I wanted to scroll, but instead, I opened a book. I read a few pages and fell asleep naturally. After 1 week, I started waking up with more energy. The third step was food. I stopped eating fast food every night. I began cooking simple meals like rice, vegetables, and chicken. It was not perfect, but it was real food. Cooking became a kind of therapy. Cutting vegetables, hearing the sound of water boiling, smelling garlic in the panette, all made me feel calm. The fourth step was exercise. I was not ready for a gym, but I decided to walk. Every evening, I put on my shoes and walked in the park near my apartment. At first, it was only 10 minutes. I listened to soft music, or sometimes just the sound of birds. With every walk, my mind felt lighter. But the most important step was talking. I started seeing a counselor once a week. In that small room, I shared my fears, my sadness, and my confusion. She listened without judgment. She reminded me that asking for help is not weakness, but courage. Slowly, I began to feel like myself again. My anxiety did not disappear overnight, but I learned how to manage it. I learned to breathe deeply when panic came. I learned to write in a journal every morning, putting my thoughts on paper instead of carrying them in my head all day. I also discovered gratitude. Each night, before sleeping, I wrote down 3 things I was thankful for. Sometimes it was big, like finishing a project. Sometimes it was small, like drinking a warm cup of tea. This practice trained my brain to see the good, even when the day was hard. Friends also became part of my healing. Earlier, I used to cancel plans because I was too tired. Now, I made time to meet them. We laughed, we talked, and I felt connected again. One friend told me, "Emma, you look happier these days." That was the best compliment I had heard in years. After 6 months of practicing self-care, I looked back and realized how far I had come. My life was not perfect, but it was healthier. I was working, but I was not burning out. I was caring for others, but I was also caring for myself. Self-care is not selfish. It is like filling your cup so that you can pour into others. If you are empty, you have nothing to give. I learned that my mental health is as important as my physical health. Stress and anxiety are real, but they can be managed with small daily choices. Now, when I wake up, I drink a glass of water, stretch, and write one positive thought in my journal. These little actions set the tone for the whole day. At work, I focus, but I also take short breaks. At home, I cook, read, and sleep on time. Sometimes, anxiety still knocks on my door, but now I know how to greet it. I say, "I see you. I will breathe. I will walk. I will write." And slowly it goes away. I share my story because maybe you are also like me. Maybe you are tired, anxious, or feeling lost. I want to tell you, you are not alone. You can start small. Drink water, sleep on time, walk for 10 minutes, write one thought in a notebook. Call a friend. These little things can save you. This is my journey, and I am still walking. Self-care is not a one-time thing. It is a lifestyle. Every day is a new chance to choose peace, to choose health, and to choose yourself.